Okay, it looks like we got some sort of Helldivers news. I'm not sure if this is really good or whatnot. I've only seen the first few seconds, so I was trying to get the audio level right. So 60-day patch news. I only saw their little joke at the start here, so I have no idea what's coming out of this. So let's get my honest opinion out of this real quick.
My name is Johan Pilestedt.
And I'm Niklas Malmborg.
So, 60 days, but we didn't look at the calendar.
What day is the 60 days?
It's on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And we don't patch during weekends because we don't want to break the game while you're playing the game.
Well, that's
I've decided
unfortunate.
to release the 60-day patch on day 63. That's going to be on a Tuesday.
Even though it's a weekend between here and the patch, we'll leave you with some sneak peeks of our most exciting changes.
Okay. It's been a bit since we got some news.
We introduced Flak to the
Flak?
autocannon.
Recoilless rifle
What?
has also received programmable ammo.
The Scorcher, and it actually has automatic fire.
One
Oh,
of the
God.
nicest changes here is to the stalwart.
With your backpack function, you can recall and let out your drone, so you don't want to finish too fast.
No, and I know all about that.
Wait, what? Hold up, what?
The stalwart received programmable ammo. Has
What about the
also
stalwart?
received programmable ammo.
The Scorcher, and it actually has automatic fire.
One of the nicest changes here is to the stalwart.
With
Stalwart.
your backpack function, you can recall and let out your drone, so you don't want to finish too fast.
No, and I know all about that.
I don't understand the changes to Stalwart. I'm confused.
Anyway,
What? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Stalwart is here. One of the nicest changes here is to the stalwart.
with your backpack
Changes.
It's just the nicest changes here is to the Stalwart, but they don't tell us what it is. You can recall your backpack with your backpack function, which is cool because sometimes you really want your drone to come back and reload because it's shooting something that it can't do anything with, which is honestly the first step away from completely automated fire on on a drone, because normally they go ham. You get those moments where you've got the Liberator drone and it's shooting at the Hulk or something in the face, and you're like, dude, it is wasting all of its ammo. Well, now you can recall it back, then maybe you can get it to recall back into the backpack and start reloading and not waste as much ammo on that. That would be nice. That would be cool. I hate how they tease the stalwart change and then they don't say anything. So here's a teaser. There's flak on the autocannon, which is does that mean we're gonna? I feel like there's gonna be more flying enemies. They introduced flak to one of the strongest guns in the game. They're hints at something being very bad in the sky. Programmable ammo on the recoilless rifle is what is programmable ammo? Does that mean I can get some sort of upgrade to lock onto a target? What is programmable ammo? Is it fire and forget for the recoil? So it wouldn't make any sense because you already got the spear. So what the heck is programmable ammo? Scorcher full auto. That's hilarious. Honestly, the Scorcher already was in in the beginning of the game. The Scorcher was amazing because there wasn't much else that dealt the kind of all-rounder damage, and there was a lot of enemies that exist now that didn't exist at launch. So the Scorcher was didn't have to deal with factory striders, didn't have to deal with the crazy amount of chargers and shit like that. So the Scorcher was really good. Didn't have to deal with Alpha Commanders was one too, and Impalers. Then it kind of fell off a little bit to all the buffed weapons and whatnot. So this will be cool. This will give it a full auto. Will give it huge DPS, even if it's not much of a better fire rate. I guess we'll have to see actual notes. Fucking nicest changes to Stalwart here, dude. Somebody's gonna AI these papers. I gotta check the news and stuff. These pages that they hold, they just meme on us so fucking hard. Somebody's gonna AI this shit. It's gonna be on Reddit, and I'm gonna have to go find it because I just woke up and I saw this. I want to see these fixes here. See, I'm sure you can see it with YouTube compression as you see, Johan here blinking his butt off. Can't really tell what any of that is. My weak human eyeballs. I need a Chat GPT to help me out here. So I'm gonna go catch the I'm gonna go catch the Helldivers news because I know this is gonna be debunked within 24 hours. They made it so obvious this time. I mean, look at how close this is to the camera for the people who are trying to figure this out. That's great. I'm glad there's some more patch notes. It's been pretty slow on the Helldivers front. I really want to see more updates and whatnot. I've been maxed out and I've been burnt out and I've played so much of it that like I just want to see new stuff. And weapon changes are cool and whatnot, but I want to see like what's happening for like war bonds, what's happening for like new content. I know the space station's getting really close to being built, and I know that's probably close to like introducing well, something. Hopefully a clan system. I mean, that's what the rumor is, but this clan system, I'd be super excited for some new content, new progression, or some reason to gather up my people in my Discord and be like, hey, let's do clan stuff, or let's do group stuff. Any sort of progression for this game will be awesome, and I'll be super excited for. That's kind of where I'm at. I feel like balance is in a really good spot. I feel like bugs get a little too easy right now, which is kind of one of my earlier fears. Bots feel like they're in a great spot, but I don't have anything to progress for. So like I kind of been dipping in some other games while I'm waiting for Helldivers update. I definitely feel like we got enough balance changes. got enough balance changes now to make the game feel better. Now we just need to go about adding things. I feel like for the veteran divers and the high end, it's like I know you can try to make everybody happy. It's hard. But all these weapon buffs have made even high difficulty a lot more bearable, especially on bugs. On bugs, it's very bearable. You can take out Biotitan so easily that I can't even imagine what it's like if you've got a recoil list and you're playing on like difficulty 6 or something. Probably just annihilate the game. Like no worries, no fears of like anti-tank enemies. I really want to see. I want to see high end difficulty, and I know Arrowhead is good at doing this. They've done this. They've tormented us with Helldivers 1. It went all the way up to difficulty 15, and they had like up to difficulty 12 at the start of the game for a Helldive, I think. And when they added 13, 14, 15, they were insane. They took the most basic units in the game and they gave them extra armor. They gave them extra scouting powers. They gave them, they gave the observers like little for Illuminate little shields that made them harder to kill. So like you would get essentially what the equivalent of bug breaches or bot drops are. You would get those faster. So I'd like to see a difficulty like that where not only do you have things like Alpha Commanders and Spore Chargers and the upgraded Rocket Striders, but I want to see in the next difficulty, I want to see them make the easier to kill enemies harder to kill. Make the little weak enemies something that's a bigger threat. And that's kind of where I'm at with the game right now. So we'll see in a few days here, actually, which is kind of exciting. Been waiting for some Helldivers news, man. It's been quite a bit. And there was a lot of balance changes in the last patch, but it hasn't had much for content. It was mostly just balance. So the game feels completely different, but what you do in the game was pretty much the same. And then I'm hoping there's a couple of big bug fixes. Like right now, the civilian mission's been bugged for like since the balance patch. So every time you get extract civilians, you don't even get to extract the civilians. The ship just takes off, and I'm like, okay, bye. And I'm kind of surprised that didn't get hotfixed. And like the nuclear drill missions have been not working for my group lately. We've had multiple times where like we had to dip out from the drop in the drill where you blow up the bug holes because we couldn't interact with it. And so I'd like to see some of those really big, I would call those game breaking bugs. One, the civilian one's not as bad because you can still finish the mission, but the nuclear one, it completely breaks your entire operation. You could set up your whole operation to do that, go do the nuclear drill on your last mission and it not work and be like, that's it, you're done. No 15 medals for you. Now doing Super Helldive, it's really frustrating when you work your butt off to find the objective and then it doesn't work. So I'd like to see some bug fixes for like the major game modes, and I'd like to see more content really. But balance patches and the balance stuff, I'm really curious about that. I'm wondering where that's going to sit. The Scorcher was one of my favorite weapons, kind of dropped off for me. We'll just see what that does now. So peace out, guys. I will get to check this out in a few days. Pretty excited about that.